Centripetal force is a force that acts on a body moving in a circular path and is directed towards the center around which the body is moving. A good way to test the centripetal force theory is with a bucket filled with water. You can fill a simple 5-gallon bucket with any amount of water and try spinning it around. However, make sure that you spin it quickly when it goes over your head, otherwise you'll end up wet. First, let's fill up the bucket of water about halfway. Centripetal force is going to keep all of this water from falling out on top of me while it's going. You have to keep it at a certain speed to maintain the centripetal force and the water to stay inside the bucket, because if you go too slow, everything's just going to fall out. Now what would happen if the bucket was only filled up with a very little amount of water? The little amount of water does make it very easy to swing. The centripetal force works. Would the amount of centripetal force change when the bucket is filled up more than halfway? Again, no water fell out of the bucket, and the centrifugal force works. And now with the third test, the bucket is going to be almost fully filled, and we're going to swing it around and see if any water falls out. The third test was a success with no water falling out of the bucket. Now what would happen if the bucket is swung at a much slower speed? A certain speed to maintain the centripetal force and the water to stay inside the bucket, because if you go too slow, everything's just going to fall out. When an object is spun around the center of rotation, it's going to create a large amount of centrifugal force and keep on spinning. There are certain speeds that every bucket spinning around must travel in order to ensure that the water will not fall out. Centripetal force can be really cool.